Hello everyone, this is Andrew Gaida from SEO-experiments.com. Today I'm going to be going over how to build your very own private blog network. Private blog networks right now seem to be one of the most effective ways to build links and rank websites after Penguin 2.1. What you're going to need today is an expired domains.net account, an Open Site Explorer account, and a Majestic SEO account. I also use Ahrefs to check the link velocity and anchor text distribution. It's not really necessary to have Ahrefs, but it does help out. And the reason why we're using expireddomains.net over any others is because the features and the search filter are far and away the best ones that I've seen. The other alternative you could use is FreshDrop. I find some websites using FreshDrop as well, but I really like to stick with expireddomains.net. You could easily pick up 5 to 10 websites each day and add it to your blog network doing the techniques that I show you. Okay, so once you get logged in, what you're going to want to do is click on the search filter. Make sure to check no fake PRs, no PageRank -1. And then let's start off with doing a minimum PageRank of 2. If you have a minimum PageRank of 1 or 0, you can still find really good websites, except for you're going to have over 66,000 pages to filter through. So I like to start off with a minimum PageRank of 2 and try and shoot for like 2, 3s, and 4s. The next thing you want to do is go to the additional filter and check only available domains. And then on the AdWords and SEO filter, what you want to do is, I start off with a minimum Moz domain authority of 30 and a page authority of 30 as well. And then hit apply filter. What this is going to do is it's going to filter through and find you some really high quality domains. It also saves you a ton of time. So the next thing I like to do is look at the actual domain name. If you're going to be creating a blog network for clients, you really don't want to have obscure or, kind of like Viagra Online Buy Here. You're not going to really want that in your private blog network. So I make sure to find websites that also have a decent looking URL. Wholesale NFL jerseys. This is probably an affiliate website, but let's just try it out and see what the domain authority and page authority are, as well as Majestic SEO's citation flow and trust flow. Also, don't forget to put www dot in Open Site Explorer. If you don't do that, you're going to get different link metrics for each domain. And from majority of the time, I see that the www dot is the main domain. With this, I can easily tell that this is probably an affiliate website. It's got a lot of foreign links coming in, some no follows, pretty heavily spammed anchor text. So I would definitely not purchase this domain. Let's see what the citation flow and trust flow is. So it's at 26 and 18. I usually like to target anything above 20 for the citation flow and trust flow. Most of the time, I'll see websites in the 25 to 30 range. Those are really good to pick up, but you'll hardly ever see a trust flow over 40. If you do, I would definitely look into buying that domain, because that's going to be really strong for your private blog network. Okay, so we're not going to purchase that one. The next thing I would do, click over to the deleted.net tab. See if there's any domains. Right now there's not. Deleted.org. And then sometimes I also check out deleted.info. None of those links look really good. So what you're going to want to do next is click on other domains and click on GD expire. These are GoDaddy expiring domains that are in the auction house right now, and there's a ton of them. But what you're going to want to do, so you don't have to waste your time on looking for websites that are expiring in 6 days, 8 days, click end time twice. That way you're going to get the websites that are ending as soon as possible. PlanetaryMoodring.org, let's check it out. This one's $2,100. I'm not even going to bother. Okay, there's really only two right now at the filtered search that we have. So this website has 31 root domains. I usually like to go for anything above 25. Because if you have less than like 10 and it has a lot of total links, what if those 5 websites take off your link and now you really cut it down to like anything above like 20? So it's not really a good website to have with a few number of linking root domains. 31 is pretty solid. Let's check out the anchor text, and it looks like these are all kind of brand names, and it looks like these websites are all, you know, pretty decent looking sites. So perfect. So what I would do, I would go to GoDaddy Auctions. If you already have an account with GoDaddy, you can pay $4.99 to upgrade it to an auction account. That way you can bid and purchase these domains. Right now it's only at $17 with an hour left. It'll probably not go any higher than like $35. So what I would do is purchase this and then get a hosting account. Set your name servers to point to the GoDaddy registrar, and then set up WordPress. I'm sure most of you already know how to set up WordPress. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to actually pause the video and get to my website that I purchased right before this. The way I found my website that I got is I brought the minimum page rank down to a 1, because sometimes you're not going to find PR2 with a domain authority of 30 and a page authority of 30. It's starting to get really sold up pretty quickly here. I've also noticed that prices have pretty much tripled in the past probably a month or two. So we can definitely see that a lot of companies or a lot of link brokers out there are starting to really be aggressive and purchase these domains. So I would probably start buying domains as soon as possible. The next thing I did is I put 100 minimum moz external links. The reason why I did this is because just bringing the minimum page rank down to a 1, it really brought up a lot of pages of results. So I also want to make sure that there's a good amount of links coming to those. I applied the filter and then I found the website. So I'm going to press on pause right here to get my website up and get WordPress installed, and then I will resume from there. Okay, so once you have WordPress installed, and since I purchased the domain on Namecheap as well as the hosting, this literally propagated within 10 minutes and I was able to get this set up within 15. One of the things I also always do is I always look for coupons. You can find them easily online just by typing in, you know, your registrar, coupon codes, and then the month that we're doing it. What I actually did is I did the 40% off hosting, and it really saved me a lot of money. I was able to buy a year's worth of hosting as well as the domain for $39. What you're going to want to do is purchase hosting accounts for each domain. You could also add on at least another domain. I wouldn't go over 3 domains per hosting account because that's going to leave a footprint. So try to keep it at 2. The more hosting accounts, the better, but it can easily, if you have like over 50 websites, it can easily get pretty expensive. So once you get to the WordPress website, go to your dashboard and obviously set the permalinks to post name. I've also sometimes done /percentage category percentage post name. The reason why I do that is because I've been noticing that silo structuring is starting to rank really well. An example of a silo structure would be, let's say I'm trying to do a website design website to rank for. It would be longchampsacss.com/webdesign/Los Angeles Web Design Company. Google has been rewarding websites with the silo structure. So I would highly recommend doing that. But for the purpose of this website, I think it'll be fine with just a /post name. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to General. Give your site a title. Make this relevant to the keywords you're trying to rank for. Do the same thing with the tagline, because this is going to be your meta description. And what you're going to want to do is, I've noticed that saying want to learn, how to, things of that nature where you're asking questions and explaining things to people, I've kind of noticed that Google's also rewarding that as well. And then it's really easy to throw your keyword into a description, because you're saying want to learn how to want to learn great tips in business and save money. That's really easy to kind of get away with, because you want to make these look as natural as possible. The next thing you're going to want to do is install a theme. You could either upload your own WordPress themes. You can use free ones. I just go to featured or newest. This website that I'm about to install, I've used it a couple times. The Xbound theme. And then once that is installed, you're going to notice that most websites, they'll only show about 100 words, and then they'll just say continue reading, read more. And it's also hard to get your link on the home page for the blog roll. So what you're going to want to do is go to plugins, add new, and add this plugin called Advanced Xscript. What this does is it lets you choose, I went to the wrong thing. It lets you choose how many words you can put on the front page of the blog roll. So let's say you want the entire summary, or you want the entire post to show through. I have that on a few of mine just to kind of make it look really natural. And what it'll do is, instead of showing just a small summary, it'll show the whole post. The next thing you're going to want to do is make sure that it's set up like this. I think this is the default settings. Make sure these three are checked. And then once they are checked, it'll actually let you post links on the home page. So what it does is it keeps the HTML formatted on the home page. So click Save Changes. Another plugin that you should probably install would be WordPress SEO by Yoast. This plugin makes it really easy to add titles and descriptions to your pages. One thing you could easily do to make your blog relevant to your content and your keywords is just add a quick title in there with some keywords, add the description for every post. This will make your blog network really look natural. The next thing is to install simple 301 redirects or any other redirect plugin. And the reason why I install redirects is because once you go to Open Site Explorer and put your domain into the search filter, you can click on top pages, and it'll actually show you the old top pages that this website used to have. Sometimes I'll see page authorities of like 30 on like a different article page rather than the home page with linking root domains. For this website, it's not really the case, but let's just do it. So what you're going to want to do is copy the slash and then the whole page, and you are going to paste that in here to the 301 redirect. And then whatever new post, you just copy the whole URL and post that in there and click Save Changes. So here would be an example. It's giving me the wrong URL because I already set this up on another video. So it'd be /example post. And let's add a new post. Let's give Google a link because they always need one. Make sure to add a category that's related to your keyword. You could probably use some tags in there as well to help it out. Once you publish this, you'll notice that on the home page, the links are now showing. And then you just copy and paste that in there, save the changes. And so now, anytime you notice you have a lot of links coming in from an old page that 404'd, highly recommend to use the 301 redirect, because once you set that up, it's going to go to your new post. So now you're getting link juice from the home page and your post as well. This really helps out utilize the most from your private blog network. The next thing that I would recommend doing is if you use a free theme, a majority of the time, I don't think you're going to be able to see this in the video because it doesn't scroll, but a majority of the time it'll say proudly powered by WordPress, and then it gives credits to the theme author. That could either be seen as a footprint, or you're giving links away to other websites that aren't really relevant to your network. So I recommend trying to remove those links. How I do it is go to Appearance Editor. A majority of the time you're going to see it in the footer.php file. Sometimes I'll find it in the main index template as well as the page template. In this case, it's in the footer.php file, and it's right here, the xbound credits. So what I usually do is I control copy, just in case I delete something that's going to screw up the themes. I can always paste it back in there. So now, once I took it out, you won't be able to see in the video, but now the proudly powered by WordPress and the theme credits is gone. It's removed out of the footer. And that's how you set up a private blog network. You already have one website set up and ready to go. All you really need to do now is keep hunting for domains on expiredprdomains.net and setting up hosting accounts. Please share this on Twitter, Google+, and Facebook, and then give it a YouTube like if you enjoyed the video. If you do, I'll keep creating these high quality videos. Alright. Bye.